off, I am such a big fan of you. I love you and your work, and especially, the Pitch Perfect universe. So I can't thank you enough for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thanks. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it.
I am so glad you brought Bumper back. I needed him in my adult age now. And so I am a nerd, as nerds of color. So I have to ask you a nerdy question to begin, because I heard that the show was partly inspired by Loki. And that's one of my other favorite shows. So if we could do Bumper anywhere in the MCU or Loki anywhere in Bumper in Berlin, what would you want each character to do? Where would you want them to pop up?
I would love to see Loki do a song and dance number. And that's something I feel there's not enough singing in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And that I feel people look at me and they're like, obviously he could fit in the MCU. Look at this guy. He's 100%. A natural superhero.
Yes. Let's go.
That the perfect amount of squish to be to be a superhero. Put a cape on this man. But no, I feel like Loki in the Pitch Perfect world would be pretty fun.
He did have that one singing scene in Loki, so I feel like you and him duet. Let's
yeah. The time is now.
There we go. And there are so many songs now that still to this day I hear, and I just remember the Pitch Perfect scene from it. It just is associated forever with the movie. So I'm curious for you.
Oh my God, me too.
Is there a song that you hear and you're just like, it takes you back to the experience?
It's, for me, it is really any of the songs specifically from the first movie.
Oh yeah.
But specifically it's the Rihanna, please don't stop the music.
Yes.
I still remember the whole dance.
Oh, I love
when that comes on, I'm fully just transported back to being on the stage performing that song in the first movie. And I'm so happy to get to do it again, because the Pitch Perfect movies truly changed my life. And I think they changed a lot of the actors in the movie, changed our lives, and so I wasn't in the third movie. And so this is sort of me getting to put a bow on my Pitch Perfect experience. And I'm so happy that people are enjoying it as much as they are.
I'm such a fan of when you're continuing the story to have original cast members in it. And you being the star of this is so crucial for the success of this, I feel like. And I'm curious for you, what was it about the story that made you ready to step back into his shoes and be like, this is the right journey to take him on? Because I'm sure there's so many ideas that you could go with, but what was it about this one?
For me, it was the fish out of water element that Elizabeth Banks was like, I want to do, you're in Germany. And I'm like, huh? I was like, she's like, Bumper in Berlin. Berlin is the coolest, hippest city. And I just think it'd be so funny to drop Bumper, this little goober, in the middle of this hip, cool city. And I was like, yeah, that does seem like it would be super fun. And a chance to show that Bumper has grown as a person, because it's been I think 7 years since the second movie came out. And so you're obviously people change within 7 years, and to show Bumper thinking he's the hot shit, and then 7 years later he's still doing the exact same thing, and you're like, oh, this poor guy, he's stuck. And I feel a lot of people can relate to feel like they're maybe a little stuck in their lives. And this is sort of wish fulfillment to be like, don't you wish you could just pack up and move and try to make all your dreams come true tomorrow? And that's what Bumper tries to do.
I'm curious if you could have Bumper reunite with anyone from the films in the second season, because I am manifesting a second season for this. Is there anything you'd want to see? Is there anyone you'd want to see, just even for an episode?
Well, I mean, of course I'd have to talk, it'd have to be my girl Rebel. Yeah. I feel like of everyone, I've stayed the closest with Rebel, and I love her. She's she's like a sister to me, or I've called her my work wife. So yeah, I would love if she could take a break from being an international movie star and come do my little show in Berlin.
I have to say, before I let you go, the scene with you and Rebel, the boat scene.
Oh, sure.
One of the scenes that no matter what I am doing, no matter where I am in life, it just makes me laugh so much. It's so good. So that would be fun to have back. Although the cast in this is amazing. You guys do great. Thank you so much again for talking to
Thank you,
me.
Sophia.
And hope to speak again with you for season 2.
Yeah, me too.
Thank
Fingers
you so
crossed.
much, Adam.
Pleasure.
Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock life, comics, movies, and TV. Yeah, pop culture with a different perspective. Watch it on your screen, hit play, so check this.